What's up, guys, and welcome to my review for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 and this all new episode of our weekly review show, The King's Corner. Don't worry, there will be no spoilers in this video. This is just my non spoiler review for the film. Now, we just recently rewatched the first six Mission Impossible films leading up to this. Wasn't able to see it in the theater, you know. It's hard to get out to every film theatrically when you have a 6 7 month old baby in the house. So if you're familiar with the channel, we're trying to catch as much as we can, especially when it hits physical media. So Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 is part 1 of 2. This is the first part, and apparently the second part, they're planning on changing the title from, you know, get rid of part 2, and who knows what they're going to call it. I have no idea. But regardless, this certainly is a part 1. This feels like an incomplete story with a good ending. It's got a good ending, which leads us into the second film. It's very much reminded me of Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, how that's part 1 of At World's End being part 2, in the sense that we're looking for a key in this film. We're looking for two keys. There's two keys that go to a lock. What does that unlock? What do the keys unlock? It's a big mystery, and we still don't really know. It's alluded to, but you don't get the answer. So it's similar in the sense that we're looking for keys, and in this sense, we don't know what the keys are unlocking, but we know that there's trouble. And if we have the wrong people unlocking these keys, a lot of people are in trouble. So yeah, world domination, that sort of thing. So you got the crew back. You got Tom Cruise. You got him in it. You got Benji, Luther, all these characters. You got Rebecca Ferguson back as Ilsa, and you have new cast members like Haley Atwell playing Grace in the film. And look, without spoiling it, what did I think about it? I thought the movie was great. Did I think it was excellent? No. Now I think like if I'm going to give you my brief thoughts on the Mission Impossible films, I really liked the first one. I thought the second one was okay. It was a little over stylized. The third one, it just felt like kind of a big action film with not a lot else to it. So the third one is probably my least favorite. And then the second one, fourth one I liked a lot. It kind of went back to the roots a little bit. And then the fifth one, Rogue Nation, I thought was excellent. And then I thought Fallout was excellent. So they had a pretty high bar to hit. And where I don't think they quite hit it, this film has the same exact tone as the past few. It's directed by Christopher McQuarrie, again co-written by him, and it has the same feel and the same tone of those past two movies. It's the story that I feel it's not dragged out, but there is a lot that happens in this movie. Now, when you watch the past two films, there's a lot that happens in those as well, but it all sort of builds and ends. This being a part 1, they throw so much at you. There are so many characters from the previous films. Vanessa Kirby returns, all this that is thrown into it, and I think it works. I just think there's a lot going on, and it's a long film. This is the longest Mission Impossible movie. It's like 2 hours and 35 minutes without end credits. It is very long. And you feel the runtime. It just feels kind of like a long movie. Even though it doesn't drag, you do feel like, whoa, this is a heavy film. The previous films were heavy, but I feel like there was more of a payoff. The payoff in this movie, even though I like the set piece and the action of it, which is kind of what the Steelbook has to show here, Tom Cruise doing his crazy stuff as usual, which is a great sequence. I just feel like there was less of a payoff, and it didn't. It felt satisfying, but at the same time, it didn't, because they leave you with, I mean, obviously they leave you with a lot of questions, but at the same time, they leave you feeling good about certain things, not so good about certain things. So I can't wait to see what happens. The movie will come out in 2 years. I hear they postponed it to 2025. So that's a shame. So, I'm excited to see, but they're holding people on this. They're holding people on this, and it's going to be 2 years till the second one. And this was such a long film. I just don't know how the box office is going to do for the next one, or if it's going to be able to hold people's interest. Not sure. So we'll see. But I did like it a lot, and I'm going to give it a very strong 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see the next one. And hopefully 2 years goes by fast, I guess, because I am interested. I am invested. It is a very engaging story. Um, yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Guys, comment down below. What did you think about Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1? Did you pick it up? What are your thoughts? Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future reviews coming up on the King's Corner. We're going to be talking about films like Liam Neeson's Retribution, Haunting in Venice, Last Voyage of the Demeter. Marvel's coming out soon. A lot of exciting stuff. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter or X at RyanKing72 and Instagram and TikTok at KingRises131. That's been it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. And until next time, over and out.